Hello everyone, how's it going today? Happy Wednesday! We are back for some more Lego building. We are going to be building the Ideas Set Winnie the Pooh. So I've been looking forward to this one. It actually did go out of stock recently on Lego, so it's not sold anymore, which is a shame, because it's a pretty nice set. But yes, I am also running late because I wasn't paying attention to the time. It only feels like it's 5 o'clock or something like that. I was watching some Olympics. So let's see what we got in the box. Alright. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Alright. Let's go ahead and put these back there. I'll get them straightened out in a second. There might be some stickers, so I'll keep that nearby as well. But we can put that box away. Alright. So bag number 1. So how's everyone doing today? I hope you're having a good Wednesday. Alright, we got some large plates that I would like to set aside. There we go. There we go. Another brick separator, teal this time. Some minifig parts that are kind of obvious. Howdy, Sealan, how's it going? There we go. And there we go. Things are going pretty well over here. Alright. So we got Winnie the Pooh. 100-acre woods. I do, have very vague memories of my father reading me some of the books when I was a kid. Pooh Bear's house, Where the Woozle Wasn't, 100-acre wood, Eeyore's gloomy place, Rabbit's friends and relations, Bee Tree, Big Stones and Rocks, Kanga's house, Sandy Pit where Roo plays, Rabbit's house, Piglet, nice for picnics. The beginning of an endless adventure. Since its first publication in 1926, the timeless adventures of Winnie the Pooh and his friends have won the hearts of kids of all ages. Generations of parents have passed the stories on to their kids and continue to discover the meanings and hidden gems in the books. Step inside, join Christopher Robin and his animal friends in the 100-acre wood, and explore a world full of childhood memories. Once upon a time, about last Friday. Welcome to the 100-acre wood. Even after almost 100 years, the 100-acre wood is still home to our favorite group of animal friends from our childhood stories. Eeyore's gloomy outlook, Tigger's boundless enthusiasm, Rabbit's controlling, practical approach to life, Owl's knowledge, even when he doesn't know what he's talking about, Piglet's innocent worries, Kanga's motherly love, and not least, Pooh's inadvertently witty wisdom. Keep gently reminding us of what's important in life. Winnie the Pooh always sees the best in others with his flawless logic, confident curiosity, and a healthy appetite for honey. He is the heart of the 100-acre wood, and cares for all of his friends on their adventures. Winnie the Pooh's best friends forever, and even longer. Tigger is positively passionate about absolutely everything. His boundless energy and enthusiasm for his most recent best idea in the whole world is matched only by his fascination with his next fantastic idea. Howdy, Kinshir, how's it going? Rabbit takes great pride in being organized and always keen to take charge in any situation. Whether that given situation actually requires a leader or not, well, that's an entirely different question. Eeyore has a proclivity for gloom and doom that makes him afraid of being overlooked, but it's also sweetly endearing. Despite his protests, he really does want to be included in his friends' fun. Despite his size and trepidation about almost everything, sparked mostly by his vivid imagination, tiny little Piglet is the bravest of the bunch and Pooh's best friend forever, and even longer in the 100-Acre Wood. Eeyore was always my favorite of the characters. Meet Ben Alder. Ben Alder, a.k.a. Ben Louisa, lives in Suffolk, England with his wife Louisa and 2 young children, Joshua and Elsie. His love of Winnie the Pooh was sparked early in life when his parents read the books to him. His other childhood passion, building with Lego bricks, was rekindled 5 years ago when his son was born. Now, as a parent himself, life seems to come full circle when he can share those passions with his own family. The Winnie the Pooh stories are still very dear to me, and now our kids love them too. It's so much fun to watch their imaginations at work. Even my wife started building Lego sets, and it's a great way for us to relax and spend time together as a family. That's how the 21326 Winnie the Pooh was created, to bring our bedtime stories to life. I can't thank everyone who supported my little creation enough. I hope you will love building it for yourself or with your own family. Howdy, Farron. How's it going? Annoyed by Glass's place? They had your second pair as being probably ready today. Until today, now they are pending with no ETA. If it makes you feel any better, which it probably won't, but the dealership has basically not done anything on my car for a month. A team of Lego designers: Simon, Ilya, Philippe, Ashwin, and Ann Chen. The Tigger element was a great challenge, but the final appearance looks so good. I love the minifigures and Ben's model and the stories about these characters. I know this will bring lots of joy to children and parents around the world. This set is a dream come true for Winnie the Pooh fans. I was really impressed with Ben's attention to detail and was crazy about the figures. It was a perfect interpretation of A.A. Milne's characters and definitely inspired by Ben's passion, creativity, and his kids. Ought to have a car. Yeah, it's, like, I don't know if it was intentional or just the fact that it's a dealership and dealerships suck, but, I felt like it was a hard thing to get a hold of anyone, over this past last week to just, like, find out what's going on. I just wanted an update. And it turns out that the, person who was originally signed my, repair case left the company, and they have no idea what was done on my car at all. So now they have to start fresh and figure out what was ordered and stuff like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure no actual work was done, but maybe some parts were ordered. Maybe? I don't know. They don't know either. So, yeah. It's basically going from scratch. I'll note that I took my car in on, I think it was exactly the 1st of the month. So, yeah. It's a good time. Good times. Yeah. Wow, indeed. I mean, like, if they had just called me and said, hey, we're sorry to say the person who was responsible for your car left, and we don't actually know what's going on. We'll get in touch with you again once we figure this all out and iron this all out. Fine. You know, I'm going to be like, you know, I'm not going to get mad at them for that, because the person who left was the one who dropped the ball, not putting any notes in the ticket kind of thing. I mean, I've worked in that kind of situation before. I know what that's like. Inspires a lot of confidence in that dealership. To be fair, I have about 0 confidence in any dealership. So... But for this level of repairs, I wouldn't have wanted to go to, like, my local mechanic, just because, if anything goes wrong or anything like that, I want to be able to shout at them and not worry about next time I take it in for an oil change. Just like the author A.A. Milne, Ben is clearly a man who loves his kids very much, and he made this elaborate model entirely for them. With this in mind, as a graphic designer, I wanted to add some Easter eggs for him. He should take a good look at some of the stickers. Oh yeah, no, I'm sure they do. And it's not even the technicians. I think it's just like the service reps. I don't know that they are actually doing any of the actual work. I think they're just, you know, the ones directing the actual mechanics to do the work. But not having done anything on it in a month and then being incredibly hard for me to get in touch with them, yeah, it doesn't exactly make me pleased with their work. And I'm not going to take it out on the guy who's actually doing it now, unless he messes things up. But yeah, when this is all done, I'm going to be talking to their manager and going to be like, I would not give you a hard time at all if you were just upfront with me. Because again, like funnily enough, as soon as I called back and I was like, do not put me on hold again because I have kept getting put on hold and I have not been able to get in touch with you and talk to someone about this since last Thursday. So do not put me on hold again. Weird how all of a sudden I got things started moving on it. So talking about losing some stars on the review, yeah. Ben added a lot of great details inside Pooh's house. We've added a few more, including the box of Pooh sticks in the rafters and swarms of bees flying around the beehives. And notice the new coral elements in the trees. It creates a much more organic look. Ben made great use of bow elements in different layers and heights to make the tree a convincing representation of Pooh's house. It's full of details I know fans will love. So much care and passion went into making the model graphics and elements the best they could be. Alright, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, and 4 are going to be, I guess, like the first floor, and then 5, 6, and 7 are going to be the roof and the main tree part. Alright, so let's go ahead and put Pooh together himself. Like, that's the thing, is just like having worked in that kind of environment, although specifically for computers, just being upfront with people and making sure that you are communicating with them and stuff like that, most of them are going to be pretty reasonable. I certainly will be. Like, the guy who's working on the, you know, who's in charge of it now, it's not his fault. But the manager absolutely should have said something to me last week when I called in. Howdy, Bahorn. Thank you very much. And Prescott, thank you very much for that resubscription, Bahorn. 21 months. Very nice. Alright, so we got Pooh and a Piglet over here. Actually, let's go ahead and zoom in on them. Come on, camera. Come on, focus. There we go. So there's Piglet. And Pooh. Kind of surprised that they have not made any other Winnie the Pooh sets, considering that LEGO does have a wide-ranging license with Disney. Alright, heart plate. But yeah, so I was very frustrated when I finally got a hold of them yesterday. You didn't know they made any Pooh sets? It was just this one. LEGO Ideas. We have a pot with honey. And a sign that I'm not going to put stickers on. But stickers would go on to both of these. 100 Acre Wood, There we go. Had dinner last night with your parents and some old family friends at a microbrewery near where you live, and said friend had a couple of pickle beers and had a pickle pizza. He's a big fan of pickles. Monster. Just a complete and utter monster. Should probably schedule an intervention. He's gonna die one day, and it's gonna be all those pickles' faults. You know? Pickle beer. Ugh. I mean, I don't even like beer normally, but pickle beer. Ugh. It just sounds bad. He was wearing a best-made pickle shirt. Did you tell him that you knew someone who absolutely despises pickles? Because, you know, you definitely should. For his own protection, of course. Alright, there's a 1x3. Alright, flip it over, and lime green 2x2s. Howdy, Cody. How's it going? That is exactly my reaction anytime pickles are involved. Alright, flip it over. And 2 of the 1x2s with top clips. Tan 1x1 tile. Need a green 1x2 tile. 1x1 quarter cylinder tile, and a tan 1x1 again. There we go. Less than 30 minutes of work left. Oh boy. I hope for your sake it goes quickly and smoothly. But yeah, like Monday, I had called in and was left on hold for 37 minutes. And I'm not talking about, like, you know, calling into Verizon, you know, where hundreds of people are probably calling in at any given time. It was very, very frustrating. I mean, like, I don't have a whole lot of love for dealerships anyway, and it's just like, this is just kind of confirming my feelings on the matter. All right, brown 1x4. Now I feel like I gotta, like, be on their asses about it, kind of thing. 10 minutes would be a long time on hold with the dealership? Yeah. It very, very, very much felt like the manager who I was dealing with at that time was just like, I don't want to deal with this. So I'm not going to. And that's a really bad manager. I've had bad managers before. I know what that's like. Yeah, I mean, slight problem. They have my car. But yeah, I absolutely, like, if it continued to be a problem like that, then yeah, I absolutely would have shown up in person and been like, I need you to handle this right now. I need answers right now. Time for a heist montage to steal your car back? So, I have been, like, not personally involved, but I have seen someone steal their car. I'm good. I'm good not being in that situation. I'm real good. So I had my car towed once, and went to the tow place to get it back, and I'm there, and some guy comes in, and like, this is an impound, you know, this is the contractor who tows when the police ticket something and get it towed kind of thing. So, like, you know, they have a contract with cops, and there's cops there all the time. And I'm there, I'm waiting my turn in line, and someone comes in and just starts haranguing the lady at the desk, who, again, like, she's just there to process all the crap, you know? You pay her, you get your car back, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I had a permit to park there, they shouldn't have towed me, blah, blah, blah. And at one point, he, like, saw his car just sitting out there, ran out there, hopped in, and drove off right as there was a cop there. And that cop took off right after him. So that guy's getting arrested for stealing his own car. So I'm good. If I was left on hold again, that would definitely be something that I would consider. Just, like, start driving in and being like walk in with their hold music on and be like, is anyone going to answer me? But yeah, so that guy probably got really messed up. Like, it would have been annoying to deal with it's technically stealing from the impound lot for the value of their fees. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know what the specific details are, but the point is that at that point he didn't have a legal right to his car. So I don't, you know, like, I don't know exactly how it would work, but well, okay, so here's the other thing about my car. I can't drive it right now because it needs repairs. Do you not remember the picture I shared of the steering column ripped out? Right, there are legal ways to contest such fees, and he could have done that. He could have paid the fee, gotten his car, and then contested it and gotten a refund if he was in the right. But he chose not to do that, and instead stole his car. Details. Alright, that one goes right there. But yeah, I mean, like, the guy was just incredibly rude and everything like that to a lady who has no ability to do anything. It's just, you know, she just processes the fees and everything like that and hands you back your keys. Like, she's got nothing to do with the fact that the car got towed. And it was just very, very rude. So I very much made a point of just being very nice and polite and get out of her hair real quick. I did not need to make her day any worse. Like, I was actually dealing with another issue a number of weeks ago on the phone, and someone was having, you know, problems processing it, and I could tell that they were getting a little flustered and stuff like that. And at the end, they were like, you know, like a real heartfelt thank you to me for being so patient as they were working through the issue. And, you know, again, like that's what I want to do for people when I'm in that kind of situation. She was doing her job, things just weren't going well. Getting mad at her wouldn't have helped. And there was no reason to get mad at her anyway. It wasn't her fault. She was genuinely trying to help me and stuff like that, so. Alright, let's see. Where the heck do these go? Did I... Oh, right. I bet that... Yeah, okay, that goes on top of the sign. Oops. Little log print there. Well, and that's the other thing, is, like, being nice to someone is going to make them want to help you more. For sure. Like, you want a pleasant experience dealing with this thing, and they want a pleasant experience dealing with you, so... Alright, spare parts. Tan 1x1 tile, green 1x1 quarter cylinder tile, dark blue 1x1 cylinder tile, and brown 1x1 cylinder tile with log print. Because, yeah, I mean, like, I've been in tech support and dealing with people who are just, like, incredibly rude and not at all understanding that I'm trying to help, and it's not my fault that there's a problem that you're having. And I am literally there to help you. And yeah, in a situation like that, I don't want to help someone who's a jerk. I'm not gonna necessarily do my best in a situation like that. Like, it was actually kind of funny at this one place that I worked for 4 years. There was a woman who, like, a ticket would come in from her, and you'd just be like, oh god, I don't want to go up and deal with her again. And near the end of the 4 years, a ticket would come in for her, and I'd be like, oh, I'm going up there right now. Because, like, over the 4 years, she actually changed in how she treated me, at least. I don't know about anyone else, but you know, so it was like, again, treat people well, and you will get better results out of them. Alright, let's see. First of all, we got Tigger. He's got his tail. And he has his hobo stick. I don't know what the proper name for these are. Howdy, Ice7, how's it going? Alright, there we go. There's our Tigger. Come on, camera focus. There we go. There's Tigger. We got Eeyore, who does not have a... There's no articulation in him, but that's fine. Eeyore was always my favorite character when I was a kid. And then Rabbit. Got his little tail. Alright. Nice, glad you're enjoying it, Ice Oven. Oh yeah, I have to make the carrot for Rabbit. Yeah, 6 was an interesting one because I was going into that one completely blind. All the others I had either played or seen played before, but not that one. There we go. All right. First of all, 1x2 slope, 1x2 slope with cutout, a corner brick, a log brick, and 1x3. And a bright orange 1x2. There we go. Those are called bindles. Oh. I don't think I've ever heard that term before. Where's the mold mark? Oh, mold mark is on the underside. That would explain it. Alright, side studs, and more side studs. There we go. Alright, gray flower, azure 1x1 cylinder plate with top peg, and a brown bar holder with clip. Second one on the other side. There we go. Okay. And a 2L bar, or a pneumatic T, I should say. Right there. Green 1x1 and a nougat 1x1 to 1x1 bracket. That's pretty impressive, Ice Oven. I don't know anything about that, but good for them. There we go. It's always weird to think of Tigger as a hobo type of character after seeing him living with Kanga and Roo in the live-action costumed characters Welcome to Pooh Corner in the 80s. I don't think I ever saw that. Alright, Arch. I liked the animated Winnie the Pooh stuff, though. Well, I hope you're going to share some with the class, Lord Canis. Alright, 2x2 corner brick. 1x1, 1x4. 4. And 1x1s. And then some gray flowers. You grew up on the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh? So I don't remember which one, like, all I remember is it was Disney animated Winnie the Pooh. I don't remember, like, what it was, when it actually came out, that kind of thing. I didn't pay that much attention to that kind of thing when I was a little itty-bitty child. Made sure there were pickles to ward off the dragons. That's terrible. That's terrible, Lord Canis. You should care for your local dragon population. We are an endangered species. We are an endangered species. Alright, get a bunch of these on. There we go. And a 2x2 curved slope. And 3 1x2 curved slopes. Think the live-action version... You think you like the live-action version better than the cartoons? What, sir? I mean, everyone is entitled to their own opinion, even if they're wrong. I mean, I'm just kidding. I have never seen the live-action, so I have no idea. All right, come on, get on there. There we go. And then a nougat 1x2 arched piece. Alright. Now, another 1x2 with cutout. I wouldn't know good from wrong anyways. Garter belt stealing dragon. Hey, I would steal more garter belts, but the game hasn't, the current game hasn't given me the opportunity. They might not have any. I do that for you though, Well Bunny, because I know how much you like when that happens. It's my gift to you. Alright, 1x2 with 2 side studs. I need to find better gifts. Take that one back. Nope, too late. It's yours. I know you really and truly do appreciate it, Well Bunny. I know you do. It's okay that you can't just come out and say it. I understand. It was mostly due to me having just berated a guy for being a stalker, too. I mean, I wasn't stalking anyone. I was just taking my my rightful avatar tax. Completely different thing. Howdy, Bahamut. How's it going? Alright, let's see. Side stud, piece right there. Stressed but okay. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you're stressed. I hope things improve. I could trade you my car situation if that would help, Bahamut. Trust me, it totally would. A couple gray flowers on there. Oh, I missed a 1x1 brick. It'll improve when the jury duty people say that they don't need anyone for the month of August. Ah. Well, good luck with that. I haven't been called for jury duty in like 20 years. And it's a shame. Meanwhile, my mother was helping a family from Syria get, like, their citizenship and everything like that. And basically, within, like, months of them actually getting their citizenship, they got called for jury duty. And I'm like, man, here I am actually willing to do jury duty. And someone who can barely speak English gets summoned. If that government, Ald needs to sit on a jury. Stat. I mean, I would. Jury duty should be on a voluntary basis. Alright, so if you were ever in a position where you needed to, where you went on trial, would you only want it to be the people who volunteered for it? You wouldn't mind that. You had to go for a state grand jury about 6 years ago, and you're still ineligible for another 4 years. See, the reason why... The big reason why it's random is because... it's a cross-section. You know, it's like, that's one of the reasons why you want semi-random poll results and stuff like that. Because it gives you a better sample of what people are really thinking. You have a get-out-of-jury-free card if you should need one, say bad timing or whatever. Your father-in-law is a cop, nobody wants you on their jury. So one of the other things to think about is that if you're a citizen of the United States, there are only two things that actually affords you. One, voting, and two, jury duty. Otherwise, everything else is the same, regardless of whether you are a resident or a citizen. Everyone has to pay taxes, everyone's allowed to go everywhere and stuff like that, and you're still eligible for most supplements and stuff like that. So it's very important. mean, it might not be fun, but it is very important. Well, no, I mean, there's a difference between grumbling about it and then, like, actively wanting to get out of it. Or actively trying to get out of it. Grumbling about it's fine. It's the actively trying to get out of it part that's a problem. I mean, obviously, you know, that doesn't apply if it's legitimately a bad timing kind of thing. That is a different situation. Yeah, that's fair. And that might be something that is a legitimate reason to not serve. Makes you laugh when people try to say that they aren't registered to vote because they won't get picked for jury duty that way. Guess what? They use other sources like driver's licenses. Yep. Yep. There was someone on Discord who was like, I think it was Lord Smappy, who said that one of their relatives is like, doesn't vote because they think it'll get them called for jury duty more often. And again, like, if that were the case, I'd have been called for jury duty. There has never been an election when I did not vote. I'm a big person for civic responsibility. One of my core founding beliefs. I thank my parents for that. Well, and again, like, that's fair. There are medical exceptions and stuff like that. There's plenty of situations where, on an individual basis, someone shouldn't serve, kind of thing. Sort of even wrote a song about it. Yes. Yes. I enjoyed it. Alright, let's see. Alright, get our leaves in here. Let me see if I can get it in this one first. There we go. I think they actually use multiple sources, multiple databases at this point in most jurisdictions. Because again, like, not everyone's going to have a driver's license, not everyone's going to be registered to vote, although there should be. You know, stuff like that, so... Only votes you've ever skipped was a local, and only one school board seat was on the ballot. You have no kids, and taxes are set by the town, so you don't... Didn't really care about that one? Well, I mean, there's still good reasons to vote for that kind of race, too, but difference when it's, like, a single race. Like, there is a good argument for, you know, we vote for too many things. Like, do we really need to vote for comptroller kind of thing? Or I guess as they're calling it now, controller. Move to Alaska, the smaller population would probably increase the likelihood of being chosen. Well, it probably means that there's fewer trials, though. Alright, spare parts. We got 1x1 plates in nougat, beige, and green. 1x1 tiles in green and nougat. 1x1 tile slopes in nougat and green. 1x1 quarter cylinder tiles in nougat. 1x1 cylinder plate in brown. Gray 1x1 plate flower. Azure 1x1 cylinder tile with top peg. Clear bar with stud, angled stud. Gray pneumatic tee. Bright green 3-leaf plant. And a dark pink or magenta, I can't remember which one that one is. Yeah, that's magenta. A magenta bow. You want an honest yeah, but I don't know that voting is necessarily going to be more likely to get you an honest one. Okay, bag number 3. Let's go ahead and spin this one. Oop. Spin that around. Right, but some people would want to go on a jury. They would volunteer for jury duty because they want to, like, they don't care what the crime is. They just want to convict someone or something like that. And you don't want someone like that. You're more likely to get a good jury pool of unbiased people with just random selections. You had fun trying to get Magic the Gathering Arena to work properly yesterday? Oh. I mean, actually, most, like, it's actually a thing that most elected officials, at least in terms of what they want to do in office, are pretty honest about it. Now, obviously, that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with whether they will be corrupt either, but... Alright, where is the log brick? Or the, Actually, no, I do want a log brick, too. Alright, log brick. Where are you? There it is. As the thing for volunteer jury duty, you have a system in place to prevent stuff like that. Well, but then you're wasting time on the people who keep volunteering who are just bad for juries. And again, like, the point of a jury is that it's supposed to be a selection of your peers. If the same people are always serving on juries, essentially, then it's not really that. You're getting paid, but I don't think it's very much. Even I would admit to that. But yeah, I mean, like, you wouldn't want someone who basically is trying to be a professional juror. There we go. Got one window in. You'd be limited in how often you could volunteer, but it's still a problem. Just like it's a problem to try to get off the jury because it changes the balance of who is actually judging the case. You know, who is deciding the cases, kind of thing. You don't want that. I have no idea how much I would get as a self-employed person. But it's not like I make that much on a daily basis now anyway, so it would probably be fairly comparable. Let's see. Alright. 2 1x1s over here with side studs, and 1 over there, and a 1x1. Alright, dark blue 1x3s and a 1x5 Technic plates. I mean, again, like, having a legitimate, medical issue concern when it comes to jury duty, that's perfectly reasonable. My issue has just always been the people who are like, I do whatever I can to get out of jury duty. And it's like, wouldn't you want to be on a jury with people who are actually willing to be there, as opposed to just the people who couldn't get out of it? I know I would. Well, I mean, I don't even know how much they pay these days. But again, I don't make that much as as a YouTuber. Alright, so this is going to be his bed. We got dark blue 1x2 tiles with single studs. And blue roller skates. There we go. And then dark blue candlesticks. And then azure 1x1 cylinder tiles with top pegs. There we go. Faced someone playing a sliver deck and honestly felt bad because they didn't get the cards they needed to make it work. Well, that's just the way the game goes. It's just the way the cards shuffle, shall we could say. All right, where is another? There it is. All right. I like the style of the bedposts. It's pretty nice. And then it fits onto the 1x1 cylinder tiles here. So, making it actually look like they are coming all the way down to the floor. All right, 2x4, get a teacup and another honey pot. You heard me right, honey pot. And make a stove. Arena's shuffle system is weird. Acknowledge the Arena's shuffling system being weird. It happens. Alright, there we go. Got his stove in. And now some... Nope, not those. Some curtains. There we go. One curtain on. So has anyone been watching the Olympics? That's why I was late getting the stream started. I'm an Olympics junkie. Although I like the Winter Olympics better. You notice sometimes when you mulligan your hand, you'll get a very similar hand because Arena takes your hand before mulligan as being in the deck. Huh. There was one of the races. Obviously, the situation was pretty different, but it reminded me of one of the cross-country ski races. I think it was 2 years ago. Might have been 6 years ago, though. There was a cross-country race, ski race, where the people in second and third, they were sprinting for the end, they crossed it, and the person who came in second thought they won gold because they didn't realize that someone had been way ahead of them the entire time. It was pretty awesome, and it was someone who was not supposed to win. Like going by the numbers, they were not favored or expected to win. It was pretty impressive. And there was a similar race in the Olympics so far. Obviously, the people knew this time that someone was ahead of them, but it's just interesting. Fascinating to watch. Facing perfect counters to your deck type for a dozen games in a row had you quitting. Ew. If you happen across a rugby match, you'll always stop and watch a bit while you try to figure out what the rules actually are. So I'm disappointed that we don't have any handball players in our team. We don't have a handball team in. I do enjoy that, but I like rooting for my team. So I'll probably only watch it when it gets to the medal matches. But we're in the doing well in water polo. And that's fun. Alright, we get a little clock here. Like, so does the magic, does the arena matchmaking, like, actually scan your deck to try to give you a challenge deck or something like that? Because that seems silly. It seems really ridiculous. That's what it sounds like. Because it should be completely random. Or at least as random as a computer can make it, but if they're not taking into account anything other than, like, ranking... You've learned about rugby so far. Big ball, lots of collisions, something score, then a scrum where the teams group up and bash heads together while the ball is placed under them. And they try to kick it out to another player waiting off to the side. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. I have not been paying attention to rugby myself, though. That one is not one of the sports that I am paying attention to. For all you know, it skews to the benefit of paid players. I could see that, I guess. But you also don't want to piss off free players because you want to be able to give them a reason to pay. And if they don't realize that that is a benefit of playing, that there's a better chance of getting a person that you can beat, kind of defeats the purpose. Because you'll make a deck on Arena, test it against the computer opponent, and when you go to test it against the actual Arena players, Arena puts you against a deck that seems to counter it perfectly. Yeah, it's kind of bizarre. And suspicious. Like, have they talked about that? I mean, I would think that a lot of people would be complaining about that kind of thing. I guess the other question is, do they ever put you against someone that seems like a perfect counter to defeat? Because I think you said that you do pay, right? You are a paid person? Alright, let's turn it around. Going up against people who counter you, and then sometimes you'll have several matches in a row where you're beating people too easily. Okay. So it's not always against you, at least. Sometimes it does seem to work in your favor. Is it possible that Magic the Gathering these days is just a little bit too rock, paper, scissory? I think sometimes Arena realizes that you are losing the matches and then overcompensates for it sometimes. Alright, let's see. 1 by 4, 1 by 4. I mean, that kind of would indicate that they're scanning your decks to see what's in it and like, calculating out what decks would be easy or hard to counter it, which seems kind of bizarre and also quite complex. Getting some shutters on the window here. Other times you think Arena reads posts on Discord because you'll complain about something like a few matches after complaining you'll have easy matches. That's probably not the case. Our brains do like to find patterns. A little flower box underneath that window there. They do, yeah. I know, weird, huh? Little known fact. There we go. And the other flower box. Okay, over here. Still hate Meat Hook Massacre with a Burning Passion. It made the meta to anti-creatures. What, is that a card? This is going to be a big tree. It's not going to be super big, but it's going to be not small. Maybe about here. Something like that. Alright. Flip it around. Quarter cylinder tile there, and a macaroni tile there. Okay, and this time we get a little ladybug. A leaf, and a couple flowers. There we go. So nice little flower box on that side. All right. Just make sure that these are all extra pieces. They are. All right, 1 by 1 cylinder plate in trans yellow, 1 by 1 cylinder tile in trans yellow, 1 by 1 tiles in dark orange and brown, 1 by 1 cylinder tile with ladybug print in red, 1 by 1 peak slope in red, 1 by 1 plate flowers in red, bright orange, and green. Blue roller skate, trans orange flame, bright orange 7-petal flower, white teacup, azure 1x1 tile with round ends, azure 1x1 tile slope, and a white 1x1 cylinder tile with top peg. Lots of spare parts there. Very nice. Alright, a bag number 4. To be honest, it's pretty weak of LEGO to not give us 100 acres of LEGO trees. I mean, you could do that. You could buy that. It would only, you know, cost many thousands of dollars. I'm definitely getting there, Lel Bunny, and it's wonderful. More teacups, please. All of the teacups. Alright, a little hutch. Pair of 2x3s. I mean, the only downside of having all the teacups is that most of them are white. There isn't a whole lot of color variety. I would like a little bit more color variety. Dark brown 1x1 cylinder tile, I believe. Yes. Alright. Tea kettle and another teacup. But since we already got one extra teacup, we do not get a second extra teacup. Sad. Did LEGO do any things like sugar bowls or cream milk pitchers or things like that? There are some large ones. They wouldn't fit with that. And there are bowls. The goblets have had several colors. Oh, yes. Yellow is by far the most common, but there's also clear. Clear is pretty common. There's some gray, there's some black, some dark gray, I know, and some red, some white, some blue. There's probably some other colors more recently that I'm not aware of. All right, 2x3 picture on the wall. A sticker would go on there. And a brown Technic peg connector. Brown 1x1x5 brick. Ponders a Lego-built tea set. I mean, minifig scale, it would get a little bit large. There were some Scala or Belleville sized ones. I think I have some of those. Specifically chrome ones, I think. Alright, a mirror sticker would go onto this one here. So a large scale, like, full scale one. That would probably... I can't recall if there has been one. It would probably do decently, though. Some of those large display models do pretty well. Black umbrella. It's nice that it's not pink, because I've got lots of pink ones. I don't have a problem with pink, but I have lots of pink ones. I don't think that they've done anything like that before, though. Alright, we're going to have a brick thickness door. which I've kind of never been a big fan of the doors like this. I tend to prefer like a straight up actual door. Wonder if a tea service for 4 would be too tedious. Probably not. I mean, I guess it depends on the size and complexity of the cups. I don't think it would be too tedious, considering the Eiffel Tower. But it would be tedious. And a gold bucket handle for a knocker, I think. There we go. One by 1 by 3, and a pair of 1 by 1 bricks with clips. A sticker would go on to there. I mean, like, that kind of thing would be of interest to me. Because I do like the idea of, like, building large-scale Lego models. I don't know if I'd necessarily get it. It would depend on the price and the parts and stuff like that, but I do really like the idea of, like, scale models in Lego form. There we go. Get that there. Pair of olive green 1 by 1 tile slopes. Like, I haven't gotten the typewriter yet, but I do want that one. Kinda want the piano, but I'm less... Like, I feel less of a desire for that one. But the typewriter is really neat. Alright, pair of these. 1 by 2 plate. Dark red, 1 by 2 slope with cutout and tile. And then nougat tile slopes. There may have actually been some, like, very early, like, in some of the early idea books, there might be something like one of those. It wouldn't have been very large, but it wouldn't have been, like, minifig scale, or even Belleville scale. I mean, like the, homemaker figure scale. I mean, there might be something like that up. I mean, obviously not Minotaurs, but there might be something like that up on LEGO Ideas right now. I don't know. I certainly have not looked. See if there is, and throw your support behind it. Dinosaurs are absolutely for girls. Absolutely. Because dinosaurs are for everyone. I need to get some more of the Jurassic Park dinosaurs too. I haven't gotten enough of them. Are cookies for everyone? No, cookies are not for everyone. There are definitely some people who do not deserve cookies. I doubt any of them watch this stream, though. Cookies are for closers. Always be cooking. Oops, missed that. This one gets right there, and that 2x2 goes there, and that flower goes there. There we go. Another 2x2. And howdy, Fear, how's it going? I've not actually watched Glengarry Glen Ross in a while. No, pickles are for no one. Pickles are terrible. Don't go to the dark side of pickles. Alright, and get a big root right there. You've been in the dark side for a long time? Oh no! That's terrible. Why would you do that? Now you can't have cookies. Because pickles are tasty and deserve love? No, they don't. Pickles and cookies are diametrically opposed. Pickles are anti-cookie. Guessing Kangaroo, Owl, and Christopher Robin didn't make the Lego minifig cut for the set? No, probably not. I think it only has these figs. Which is one reason why I'm kind of surprised that they haven't made more. I mean, to be fair, other than Owl, I think that these are... I mean, not Owl. Other than Rabbit, I think if you were to poll people on their favorites, I think you have at least 3 of the favorites. Maybe not Piglet either. But Eeyore, Winnie the Pooh, and Tigger, I think, would tend to be most people's favorites. Not as anything against the others, of course. Alright, there we go. Get that in there. 1x6. And some more side stud bricks. Yeah, Eeyore, I think, was a lot of people's favorites. He was my favorite as a kid. I think I had a stuffed Eeyore. Alright, sand green, 2x6 with 1x4 side studs. I think most folks could totally relate to Eeyore. I don't know about most folks, but I think that... I don't know about relating, but I do think that there's a lot of people who would have... You just want to give Eeyore a hug, you know? Just give him a hug. Because he deserves it. Obviously, there are some people who can relate to Eeyore. Eeyore did look the most huggable, yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Okay, and that goes right there. Alright, a black Indiana Jones whip right there. I don't know why that is right there. Get that right in there. You had a read-along book that had a read-along tape because you remember listening to a voice with music. You love the music for the part with Eeyore. Was it Eeyore's voice from the show? Okay, I missed something. Ah. A sticker would go on there. Alright. Oh, no, actually, that's not a sticker. Mr. Sanders. Didn't notice that was printed, because it was upside down the whole time. I missed that going on. Right there. There we go. Alright, spare parts. A black bar with clip. Beige 1x1 tiles. 1x1 tile. Olive green 1x1 tile slope. Black 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud. Dark brown 1x1 cylinder tile. And a gold bucket handle. It was a female voice, but it was talking about Eeyore and something about olives and a wheelbarrow. So it was a narrator rather than having their voices. You could probably find that online. You know, I haven't looked for it, and I've been meaning to, but there was a probably Apple II computer game, like kind of an edutainment game, based on Peter and the Wolf. I should look for that at some point. It probably won't stand up to my memory, but that could be a fun little video or something at some point. I don't know why that popped into my head, but it did. It just made me think of it. Alright. Lime green 1x1 Technic bricks. And another pair of 1x1 to 1x1 upward brackets. Peter and the Wolf is awesome, is why. I do like the music for Peter and the Wolf. You remember Number Cruncher? That was a fun game. Oh yeah, Number Crunchers, Word Munchers. I think there was Math Munchers. Those were great. Those were good edutainment games. That's an interesting way of doing it. So the reason why it has the 1x2 plates with round ends here is because they have the hollow studs, and because they have the hollow studs, there's no extra space there, whereas if they were using like a 1x2, the raised Lego text would actually be too high. So that is an illegal Lego build. Yeah, my mother was a elementary school teacher, so summers she'd actually bring home one of the computers from school and a whole bunch of games. So my summers were filled with those classic, like, Broderbund edutainment games and stuff. I think you had Peter and the Wolf on vinyl, actually one of the 3 records you had for your Fisher-Price record player. I might have 2, I don't recall. So I know we had a record player. And I'm pretty sure that us kids had some records as well. Okay. Set that aside for the moment. But yeah, I had good times with those edutainment games. Of course, Oregon Trail was the best. I had a really good childhood, yeah. I mean, I had great parents, so that's part of it. Like, when my dad would get a new computer, I'd get his old one, and stuff like that. Oh, and Odell Lake. I did do a video for that, I believe, somewhere on the channel. Just a one-off video. I did Oregon Trail as well. Uh, 2x2. Curved slope there. It was a school computer with a picture book program where you could make picture books with pictures it had. Wasn't Print Shop, was it? It's actually kind of funny that, like, you could print out on those dot matrix printers, the big banners that you could just hang up, and you really can't do that these days. It's like the one thing that dot matrix printers were better for. That's fair. That is fair. It was one of those things when you were a kid, you loved to print out those big banners and hang them up, like for someone's birthday or something like that. And then there was the sound of dot matrix printers. One of your favorite edutainment titles was Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? Oh yeah. Yeah, that one's a classic as well. And all of the varieties. Uses up all of Ald's printer ink, printing out paper airplanes for Microsoft Publisher. No, my printer ink. You get to hear the printer striking each line for a couple of hours. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. It's so nostalgic. Howdy, Mad Martin. How's it going? Remember when the school got their first computer, everyone had to do a sign-up to use it for like 30 minutes at a time? You remember the Freddy Fish game when you were in school at one point. That does not sound familiar to me. You're tired? It's year beginning time at the school district, so everyone is in a rush headfirst into a brick wall mode. Well, at least you get to test the quality of your brick walls. Kind of like a point-and-click game. I don't know that I've ever heard of that one then. So when you were a computer science student learning COBOL programming, was still a thing back then. You got to use the big dot matrix printers, 17 by 22 format. Oh god, COBOL. I think my father might have done that one, or it was either that or Fortran. I can't remember which one. He learned one of those in college. Goes into PTSD mode. We did not have any programming in school until high school. Can't hurt you, it can't hurt you. It can hurt you, Mad Martin. It really, really can. It's always there, lurking, just waiting for you. Family had a computer for about a year or two, and the most you remember of it was being called in to get everyone past the age restriction questions for naughty games, because there were history stuff which you knew at the time. That is brilliant. That is brilliant. Oh, that's wonderful. When the age restrictions don't work because the kids are nerds. You have to take COBOL and C in the same semester. Really fun when you finish up your COBOL lab that's due tomorrow, only to realize you wrote it in C. Whoopsie. Did you see what I did there? Whoopsie. Ha ha ha! I'm sorry. I'll show myself out. Don't forget to tip your waiters. Alright, 1x6 tile here. Okay, now I need to make a second one. I didn't notice that I needed two. Alright, let's go back there so that I do it correctly. Yeah, we had a World Book Encyclopedia set, and it was a common thing for me to do. Just like read stuff from it, and it was terrible when it, like, my parents, like, as a kid I'd be like, you know, Mom, what is this word, or what does this mean, or something like that, and she'd be like, we have an encyclopedia, you can go look it up, and a dictionary set, you know, depending on what I was wanting. My mother kind of realized after a little while that was a bad idea to do, because then I would go and read that and just get distracted by other things. Ah, those were the days. 24-volume encyclopedia and dictionary set. Then later in life, realizing the futility of learning an actual programming language nowadays, all you need to know is the theory behind it, logic, and good programming practices. You can easily look up all the syntax online now. Yep. On the other hand, learning a language is good to discover that you're not good at programming. I was like, yes, maybe I shouldn't do this. Mommy, what does mutually assured destruction mean? Go look it up, honey. Okay. I'll start with the A's. Oh, look, Aardvark. This is more interesting. No, it was really like an actual problem. If I needed to look up something in the encyclopedia or dictionary to get schoolwork done, I would get too distracted looking at, reading about other things. It was a genuine problem. It's not my fault that the random stuff in the dictionary and encyclopedia were way more interesting than anything that I had to do for school. Two hours later, Ald learns how to set us up the bomb. Oh yeah. Darn tootin'. I was wondering why we were doing just the 1x2s there, and that's so that they have a little bit of overlap. Neat. And then all our base are belong to Ald? Yes. All your base do belong to me. It's true facts. So you can just give them over to me now. Go and get a 2x6 in here. I can have the base. You set up a bomb in there and can't seem to turn it off. Have fun. Dang it. Foiled again. Why does this always happen? It's like I set myself up for it. I'm doing okay-ish. You missed me ranting about my car dealership at the beginning of the stream. So, the usual. Well, Mega Flaring my car away would take care of part of it. Oh no, Lel Bunny, they haven't done anything on it yet. Because my service rep left, and apparently didn't put any notes in there, so they don't even know if any parts were ordered. And they probably weren't. And then it took me most of a week to actually find this out. Because I couldn't get a hold of people. And was left sitting on hold for significant periods of time while trying to get a hold of them. It is very ridiculous. But it's also a car dealership, so I don't expect much of anything from them, so... Did I have to go down there? No, but it was getting close to that. I did have to, like, after being put on hold a bunch of times, I finally called back and because it was like, call in, get a person, be like, all right, we'll get you someone, and then be put on hold forever. Like, Monday before my stream, I was on hold for 37 minutes. And the only reason I stopped being on hold at that point was because I needed to go stream. So, after being put on hold, I called back, this was yesterday. I called back and was like, do not put me on hold again. Well, I didn't quite say that, but I said, I need to talk to someone about this. Blah, blah, blah. I was very terse. And I don't like getting terse with customer service people because most of the time it's not their fault. Like, the person who was answering the phone didn't know anything, you know. It wasn't their fault. But it was other people involved who absolutely should have been doing some stuff. And finally, by getting angry, I got something, and I should not take that. It should never take that. If it's taking that, then you're doing it wrong. Yeah, I'm a patient person, and I'm very respectful to customer service people because I've been there. I get it. And they don't deserve crap. They deserve a friendly interaction just as much as the customer does. Like, I was dealing with a separate issue weeks ago, and the customer service lady that I was dealing with was very thankful to me for being patient on the phone with her. And that's kind of like, I want to give people, you know, I want people to have a good interaction with me and stuff like that. If it gets to that point, customer service has failed their job. Exactly. Exactly. And, like, as long as the guy that got assigned to it now does his job, and I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because, again, he doesn't know. It's not his fault. He doesn't know what's going on. It got dumped in his lap. So as long as he does his job, I'm going to be like, he did good. Your company, on the other hand, did not do good. And I will tell them at the end. Like, at the end, I will definitely speak to the manager and be like, I've been in your shoes before. Having someone drop the ball, but you should have been up front. It should not have taken from Thursday to Tuesday to get someone on the case and working on it and stuff like that. So it wasn't really even, like, management decisions, I don't think. Like, according to them, and to be fair, I have no idea if this is true or not. But the person who was supposed to work on it left the company and apparently didn't do anything before leaving the company. So, you know, I got screwed there in that respect. And to a certain extent, so did they. You know, that's not on the rest of them. But by not picking up the pieces and doing what they can to make it right, it then became on them. And that's the big problem there. So, and that's what I find unacceptable. Yeah, exactly. And like when I got a hold of them last Thursday, the manager did tell me that the person was no longer there, but there was no information about, like, you know, he didn't say anything about the status of my car, although it was kind of obvious that some balls had been dropped. But I had no idea, you know, like, it, for all I knew at that time, stuff had been done, and just like the ticket wasn't updated or something like that. And he needed to get with the actual mechanics and talk to them and be like, hey, what's going on here? And like actually get that stuff. But then to have to go until the following Tuesday and essentially call in and like get angry at someone to finally get someone on the case, it's not right. Okay. So there's the top of the tree. We have spare parts, a tan 1x1 plate, and a black friction pin. Like, I don't care how long something takes, as long as I am getting the impression that the people involved are doing what they can and are being, you know, and like are being in contact with me and stuff like that, you know? If they're waiting for parts and the parts are going to come in a week, there's nothing they can do about that, and that's perfectly fine, and I'm not going to get in touch with them until the week has passed, because my assumption is that nothing's going to happen, and if anything changes, my assumption is that I'd be contacted. I should not have to contact them and be like, hey, it's a week, what's going on? Like, that's kind of essentially where I was with contacting them about my car, is like, I haven't heard from you guys in weeks, what's going on? I knew it would take a while, but I haven't heard anything. Alright, Seelan, have a good rest of your night. Thank you very much for coming on out. So that was very much where I was, you know. If things take a while, they take a while. Nothing you can do about it. That's fine. I'm patient. As long as I know people are doing what they can and what they should and what they're supposed to, that's fine. I don't mind. Like, I don't even care about it being like, you know, working every second of every day kind of thing, you know? Obviously, you know, people deserve breaks and stuff like that. It's fine. As long as it's just a constant workflow sort of thing, as soon as things are available. But that's not what I was... That's not the impression that I got at all, so... Right. Just be honest with me. And I definitely feel like they were not. I wish I could tell what angle this is at. I think it's that one. That looks about right. Alright. But yeah, I mean, I really don't care how long it takes. As long as it is done properly and correctly and people are actually keeping on top of it. I don't care. That's fine. Whatever. Things happen. I'm patient. And I will, like... And I'm not the type that would, like... You know... Oh, it's a minute past the time you said it would be ready. I'm gonna start calling and haranguing you. No, that's fine. I'm okay with you know, a little bit of a delay. If it's not ready, I'll wait until, you know, I mean, I get it. Things can come up and it can get busy and you can forget to contact me, but, you know, contact me the next day or something. But definitely contact me. Like, the thing that is, like, I've worked in IT and had people leave the company and, like, had to go through, you know, like, the tickets assigned to them and be like, all right, you know, what needs to be reassigned? What's the status of these? We need to figure it out and get all this figured out and stuff like that. And it sucks, but, you know, the fact that that wasn't done, that someone didn't contact me after they left and be like, hey, so the person left and we don't actually know what the status is on this. We're really sorry. I'd be like, damn, that sucks, but I appreciate you telling me, you know? Meringue's old with meringue. Lemon meringue. The gold heart up here. And stickers would go on to this box. But of course, I'm not doing stickers. And we get a pair of brown sticks in there. But yeah, so after being on hold a lot yesterday, when I wanted to get other things done, I finally was like, this is unacceptable. And I'm going to chew out the person that I get a hold of because it is unacceptable. Guess that'll be a weekend task. Isn't that one of the great things about coming in here? Is us talking about food and then as a joke and then making you get hungry for it? Isn't that great? I know it's great. It is fantastic. You know, and you can't get it now because you don't have it. But you want it. Sweet, sweet torture. lots of shingles here. Reds, dark oranges. Last Saturday, you and your dad spent a good amount of time with some family. At dinner, you spent with them. You had deep-fried mozzarella sticks and a raspberry cheesecake for your dinner because you ate before the family called. Hey, there's nothing wrong with dessert for dinner. Mozzarella sticks. I do have a few left over in my freezer, and I should make them. I've been meaning to make them, and I keep forgetting. There we go, and a pair of brown 2x2s with side studs. 1x6, 1x4. Pair of gray flowers. Restaurant you ate at has the best cheesecake. Huh. I do like a good cheesecake. Although I don't like raspberry cheesecake. Because I don't like raspberries very much. I like strawberry cheesecake. Cheesecake kills your old man stomach? Well, that really sucks. Because that is the best pie. Cover yourself in raspberries. Ew, it's all sticky. Howdy, Elil, how's it going? One by 3, 1x2. Turtle cheesecake is great, but sugar bomb. I have never heard of turtle cheesecake. Make me a pickle cheesecake? How about no? You also have regular cheesecake, but they order it from somewhere. I forgot the place she mentioned because she was like, you could try ordering from them. I would definitely be considering that. Because that sounds great. All right, 1x4 and 1x1 with bar. Tend to make fruit-based pies, but also a French silk pie. I do not know French silk as a thing. What is French silk? My second favorite pie is apple pie. Lots of cinnamon. Why is it called cheesecake when it's clearly a pie? It's one of the mysteries of the universe. Oops. Get a pair of leaves on here. Okay, you'll have to tell me what that actually is, because I can't open the link right now. Or post it on the Discord and I'll look later. Essentially a chocolate-based pie. Ah, okay. I'm not a big fan of chocolate, actually. Like, it's okay in small quantities. It's really good with peanut butter. If you get chocolate in my peanut butter, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Blasphemy, Ald! The score of French silk pie is just a chocolate mousse consisting of eggs, cream, chocolate, sugar, and butter. So it's like the same consistency as cheesecake or lemon meringue pie, it's just a chocolate mousse in there instead, kind of thing. One by two, there it is. 1x2 with click hinge. Favorite pie was a raisin pie. I have never heard of a raisin pie, but I would try that. I have been wanting to scarf on raisins for a couple weeks now. It's much less dense than cheesecake, but thicker than meringue. Fair enough, but it's a similar kind of thing. That kind of consistency. Well, that's pretty neat. Except being chocolate. But see, you know, now you know what you can make that I would be like, no, I'm good. And it's not really that I don't that I dislike it. It's just one of those things that's very easy for me to turn down. That's sweet. And it's always good to have some sweet things that you can turn down if you're trying to get a little healthier and stuff, you know? You know? You can also make a peanut butter mousse instead. Sounds weird. May share the recipe with me. Yeah, that's fine. I probably wouldn't make it because I'm not the best cook, and I do not like... I don't like cooking, it's not so much that I dislike cooking as I dislike the time and the heat and the effort. I'd much rather just, like, go out and buy something. Or pop it in the oven or the microwave, and boom, done. I'm good. I'm good with that. It's a question of effort. Is the effort worth it? Rage is about the difference between cooking and baking. It's not cooking, it's baking. There's a difference. You know what? I'm using cooking colloquially as the hyponym for all types of food preparation. You could say cooking if you're going to go make a sandwich, because it's food preparation. It's a word for food preparation. Pops all into the microwave and nestled in one of those Hot Pocket crisper sleeves. Ooh, Hot Pockets. Try new Lean Pockets. Why would you put peanut butter on a mousse? Well, see, Cody, sometimes you just want to make it, you know, make it try to talk, you know? Make it look like it's trying to talk. I've never had moose. I've had elk, and I do not desire to have it again. I'm good. I'm good. Moose is also good. Why not combine the two? You... There we go, and then on the underside, get our two brown shields. Okay, flip it over. Get some leaves in. There we go. There we go. And then the chimney. I kind of like that stovetop pot top thingy, whatever. You know what I mean. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Let's get the stove part back in, if I can. There we go. All right. So, spare parts. Beige and dark orange, 1x1 tile slopes. 1x1 tile and dark red. Black 1x1 cylinder tile. And gray 1x1 cylinder tile with a top peg. A brown carrot top, and a gold 1x1 tile heart. All right. So we can close up the roof like that. Probably. All right, the angle isn't quite right for the chimney, but I guess that'll do. Yeah, the fun thing about the way that the roof is made is that you can actually, with this angle, that actually makes a really nice set of stairs, too. Like, you can make a nice set of stairs that way. Gives everyone banana cream cake with blueberry frosting. I mean, I wouldn't say no. Alright, bag number 7. That is a lot of green coral. That is a lot of green coral. There we go. Lots of leaves as well. Okay. And let's go ahead and get our book put together. The old cookbooks you have that has like a banana cream cake with a cream frosting to go with it. Okay. Be stickers for the books, but I don't have the stickers. Bananas are the only fruit you don't like. I always liked banana in cereal. Alright, take a pair of these, get... half pins in. My big thing with bananas is that when they start going, like, I like them fresh, but they're only, like, good for that for a few days. When they start getting a little ripe, overripe, I don't like them anymore. Okay, get the beehives in there. Having the extra stud height gives it a better shape there, which I do like. That's cool. This is the last bag. So we will do this bag, and then we will do minifigs. I have been eating a lot of dried apricots and raisins. Seems like a pretty decent snack if I don't eat too much of it. Nice and sweet. Not too unhealthy, that kind of thing. There we go. Get our bees on the other one. There are a lot of bee stick tiles, which I do kind of like, because these are adorable little bee icons, pieces, thingies. All right, where is the last bee? There's the last bee. And there we go. All right, little beehive with the bees flying around. Look at those cute little bees. All ready to go sting Nick Cage. All right, get those hung up there. Oh boy, 6 of these next parts. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did you mention that you made a cute blue-black rat deck? No. Doesn't work the way you intended it to work? There definitely weren't any blue rats back in the day. I remember some black rat decks that you could make, and I'm pretty sure I made one at some point. With plague rats. Got a text that 90-mile-an-hour winds just went through your hometown. Also where you work for remotely. Power out everywhere. Oh! Jeez. I am sorry to hear that. Hopefully they get it back up and running pretty quick. And it sounds like they're kind of used to it, at least. Hold on. Get out of here, bot. Let me go report you. Get out of here. There we go. Okay. Bot taken care of. Bot booped. Blue is the worst color for you for some reason? For some reason in Magic, blue doesn't seem to work with you? I was never a big fan of blue myself. Slaps Ald with some blue-black rat ninjas from the cyberpunk plane. Okay. I mean, keep in mind when I last played Magic the Gathering. Oh, yeah, so, I mean, most bots, that account was created in 2020. That was almost certainly a hacked account. Like, that's what they do. They hack accounts and then they go, you know, use them until they get banned and go hack another account kind of thing. Made lots of blue decks in Magic. Most successful blue deck you've had was a mill deck. I made a lot of red decks. Red tended to be my favorite, followed by green. I think my favorite green deck was a green Thallid deck. There were not a whole lot of rats back in the day. I should definitely play the Microprose Magic the Gathering game. Because it's evil. Alright, now for each of these, I get to make 4 of these with the bright green coral. Oh, goody. Oh, goody. So, Lel Bunny, you were asking about repetitiveness. Well, here you go. Here's repetitiveness. Good lord, another one. Alright, reported. I do get emails when they action the report, so that is always nice. Yeah, it's probably a bunch of accounts got hacked recently or something like that. That's probably what's going on. Friend sent you a picture of the storm cloud as it came in, posted in the Discord. I'll definitely take a look at that after the stream. But yeah, so very, very much getting some repetitiveness here. From what you've seen, what you've been seeing, Magic the Gathering has gone very furry. And I just realized that this should be going the other way. I think some of that's just the fact that people who like furry art are more able to not be harassed online these days. And they've done some good things about, like, there were some like a library that was going out of business, not going out of business, but was being shut down. They weren't getting proper funding, and I think like a whole bunch of furries came together to donate money to keep them open. That was pretty awesome. Okay, that was the only one that was the wrong way up. You enjoy the way LEGO does these trees recently? I like the way it looks when it's done. I do not like building them. Well, yeah, I mean, that's definitely part of it. I mean, there's also a lot of artists out there who are not, like, they're not themselves furries, but they are willing to do furry art. And that is one way for independent artists to stay, you know, continuing to do art and stuff like that and actually make a living. Wasn't that just in Pennsylvania? It might have been. I don't remember where it was. The one I'm thinking of was, I think a couple of years ago now or something. Commissions pay the bills. Yep. Alright, let's get this one over here. I mean, anthropomorphic humanoids have like long been a part of fantasy, so you got things like the Lupins and the Rakasta and original Beckme D&D. So, oh, you've definitely said Bahamut. We know. It's fine. I'm just teasing you. Love how the artists they got worked on drawing the artwork for Johnny. That's cool. I mean, anytime you get a character that you like and they're making new stuff for them and new artwork, that's always fun. That is always fun. And being passionate about artwork in general, it's just wholesome. Everyone should be passionate about stuff like that. You know, find your thing. Find what you enjoy. Artists, characters, games, you know, whatever it is. And it's nice to create a place like my Discord where, you know, and of course the chats here where people can talk to other people about the things that they enjoy. I'm just sad that the boosters for Modern Horizons 3 hasn't given you the card. Yeah, you might just have to get, like, order one online or ask around for in a Discord or something like that. See if someone has one that they're willing to trade you, send it to you or something. At least that's probably what I would do. Talks about the enjoyment of pickles and also mustard being put on sandwiches. And then there are people who just want to watch the world burn, like Mad Martin. Hateful monsters who love nothing good in this world. This is also true. I mean, at least you admit it. You been thinking about ordering the cards online, probably sometime in the future? Well, you might be able to do a trade with someone. See if someone on my Discord or on Kiko's Discord or something has one that they'd be willing to trade you. Dragon accusing others of just wanting the world to burn. Yeah, I don't want to see the world burn. If the world burns, my Lego melts. You have to understand that. That's a bad thing. It's expensive. Oof. That is unfortunate. Well, I do hope that you can get it. I mean, that's also why I was thinking, you know, a trade. I mean, did you get any cards that are similarly valuable that you don't care about? Maybe you can find someone who wants to trade. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and get some things down here on the ground. There's a sealed honey pot, a regular honey pot, or an open one, I should say. Get that in between. Yeah, the foliage is really nice, and it's using pieces that I haven't seen used before. I'll get a I'll try to get a better angle with the camera in a minute once we finish this a little bit up. You need to find people who want a few hundreds, thousands of older cards. Yeah, I need to do that too. I don't know that I have anything particularly valuable, but I would still like to get rid of them. They're just sitting around. I definitely should have gotten rid of them many, many years ago, though. Back when they were still actually worth something. I mean, you could always just give away some of those cards that aren't really worth anything. Basic land is a basic land. I'm sure that that's still useful, and it could be fun for someone to pull out a old school basic land in a game. All right, let's see. Oh, that's adorable. All right. We're making a little snail here. I was wondering what the... Look at that little snail. Isn't that adorable? Should probably turn this a little bit more upward. That is just adorable. I mean, you could go to a local game store. They might even have like a bulletin board where you could like say, "Hey, I'm trying to get rid of these old cards. Let me know if anyone wants them." There we go. Little campfire out there. I think a local hobby shop gave you like $2 for 100 cards that you didn't want. I mean, it's $2. I'd probably rather sell them to someone who's actually wants to collect them, or, you know, and I'd be perfectly fine with like a, here, pay me X amount for these valuable cards, and I will throw in all of the rest of these for free. Alright, there we go. We got a log there. Okay, so before we finish up the build, we have some spare pieces. Gray and white 1x1 plate flowers, bright green 1x1 quarter cylinder tile, 1x1 cylinder tile with clear with B print, olive green 1x1 cylinder tile, gray half pin, brown ice cream poop piece, red cherries, brown 1x1 beam, 1L beam, trans orange feather flower, 1x1 cylinder plate with underbar and clear, and a brown 1x1 cylinder plate with bar. Okay, so let's go ahead and move that up there. We can open up the house again. Let's go ahead and get the minifigs here. And you're back here. There we go. All right. That's a good set. I definitely enjoyed building it with the exception of the leaves, but they do look really good. They do look really good. And it's a nice little house. There's some nice furniture inside and stuff like that. It's very cool. Very cool. But before we wrap it up, you know what time it is. It's minifig falls on the floor time, apparently. I'll get them later. Alright, it is minifig time. Oh yeah, Tigger. And Eeyore. Towns need to be full of more houses like this style, but houses in this style don't really exist. Alright. Let's see. Get out my dice. Alright, 3. That is for the middle. And 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Make them exist. I'm sorry I do not have that capability. Alright, let's start a prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Let's go. Get your predictions in. Got a 16, so that would be the robot lady. 11 would be the scientist lady. I need to reroll an 18. 12, that would be the sax player. So go ahead and get your predictions in. Ab Cody gets a 2, and that would be the scarecrow. So get your predictions in. Let's see, where is my timer? Okay, timer is up and ready. Mad Martin rolled a Bahamut. Wow, you rolled Bahamut? That's just rude. You got a 7, that would be the elf kid. Bahamut, are you gonna let Mad Martin just roll you like that? That's terrible. It's terrible. He probably even took things from your pockets. He likes it, makes him feel included. Wow. You're tempted to Mega Flare. I didn't know you could be tempted. Not a rogue AI got 4. That would be the Blacktron robot guy. And a few seconds remaining. Get your predictions in. You don't take from pockets, you only need brains sometimes. That explains why Illithids have so little money on them. I used the core rules to roll up an Illithid lair, and it decided that an Illithid lair would have over 1,000 Illithids. And let me tell you, the number of scrolls and potions it rolled up for that, it was hilarious. Okay. Alright, predictions are closed. Misty, Frosty, and her Serene Grace, the Countess Ninja, Lasombra, Katarina Pendragon. Aw, kittens. Alright, and go. Alright, let's see what we got. That feels like a pith helmet. Is there anything that is like a... Oh. Yep, alright. That would explain it. Alright. 14.11. And I believe we have the Bobby. And we're going to go put him to sleep. I saw it, Lil Bunny. I saw it. I was busy. I don't respond to everything. Alright, so is it going to be the Bobby? It is the Bobby! See? See, this hat made me think of a pith helmet. Alright. We got a British Bobby. Okay. I should also choose the outcome. Within 20 seconds, complete the prediction. And who is getting the hams? Ice7 and Ab Cody getting a lot of hams there. Very nice. Fear and Mad Martin going for 20 to 50. Lel Bunny going for 50 to 60. And Kinshir and Bahamut going for no. Nice assortment of hams there. 100 Acre Wood could use a Bobby to keep Pooh in line. Oh, you don't want to get on Pooh's bad side. Do you know where the Heffalumps are buried? He does. Because he buried them. Come on, focus. Right, that's enough of that now. Now, move along. Move along, nothing to see here. Alright, so we got another Sleeping Bobby. That makes our fourth one. So there, I don't know if there's any more in there. Oops, I do want that one. I want to put this one away. And there we go. Next up. Alright, Mad Martin, have a good night. Thank you very much for coming on out. Alright. D6, that is a 1. So we're going for the first column. 20, I'm pretty sure there aren't 20 left. It's a second 20. I don't think there's 18. I don't think there's 19. I'm losing all my good rolls here. 13. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. All my good rolls. All right, let's get a prediction going. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Let's go. All right. Can I guess what is inside the minifig pack? Bahamut got a 5. That would be the rocket. Ice7 got a 1. That would be the elephant girl. Abcody 13. That would be the race car guy. Let's see. I rolled a 17. I'm going to re-roll because I don't know that there's that many unicorns. I got a 9, so that would be the spider guy. Spider costume guy. Go ahead and get your predictions in. Can I guess what is inside the minifig pack? And will I actually get it in time? That's a better question, I suppose. About a minute to go. Get your predictions in. You're redistributing. Not a rogue AI got a 10. That would be the birthday boy. A Minotaur beekeeper. Not the bees! That would be an interesting beekeeper hat shape. Alright, get your predictions in. 30 seconds remaining. Can I guess what is inside the minifig pack? Timer is all ready. Just waiting on that countdown. So we have not gotten the cat costume, the race car, the classic policeman, the cactus, or the birthday cake. And predictions are closed. You wonder if bee stings on horns means anything besides a dead bee? I think it just means nothing because they probably can't sting a horn. Horns are pretty solid. Alright, and go. Alright, let's see. What do we got? Is that what I think it is? That might be what I think it is. Okay. 18.53. I think we have the classic policeman. Let's see if I do. Yes, we do. All right. That's fantastic. So originally, these torsos were stickers, I think. And let me go ahead and complete that prediction within 20 seconds. And who is getting the hams? All right, Isovan and Ab Cody getting lots of hams. Very nice. Fear and Lord Canis going for 20 to 50. Lel Bunny going for 50 to 60. And Kinshir and Bahamut going for no. Kinshir continuing the redistribution. So a classic Smiley. Classic police cap. And he is going to have a classic Lego set. As well. Can you hold it, please? There we go. So the classic 1978 policeman with a classic 1978 Lego set, police car with the policeman. That's the set that he came in. So very cool. And it's interesting to compare, because these are basically the same type of torso that they're going for. It's just interesting to compare the difference in print design. But there we go. I do not know if there's more than one of that guy in there. That did not look like a Lego set that he was holding. It looked like a square cake. Come on, camera, focus. Let me bring it up again. Come on. There we go. See, it even says the set number, 600. Have they released all the 70s minifigs like that? Oh, no. No. As far as I know, that's not the only one, but it's one of the few. There's a couple other things that they've done, but not too many. And of course, the Classic Space hasn't changed much, so they have been doing the Classic Space ones. And of course, they're doing them in different colors, which is also pretty awesome. All right. Other than the baby, we don't have any Classic Space in this set, though. Alright. So, let's see. I need a D10. Alright, 5, so we're going to the bottom. And a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I will go ahead and slip a replacement back in. There we go. Get my scale. And start our last prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig box? And let's go ahead and get my thing up. So we got our weights. Ice Oven 4, that would be the retro space lady. 8 from Bahamut would be the Ice Planet lady. Both of those are most certainly possibilities, because we have not gotten those yet. What they need to do is release a Bahamut minifig. I mean, if you're going to go for a Lego Dragon, obviously you have to go for a Lego Dragon. Alright, get your predictions in. About a minute 10 to go. This one's sure to be correct. Predict a Minotaur Interstellar boarding house owner. In honor of live-action Kanka. It's a dragon, but it is not in Bahamut colors. Bahamut can be any color he wants. Alright, 40 seconds to go. A Centaur strict school teacher. That's a thing. Alright, so far, we have not gotten the Retro Space Lady, the Ice Planet Lady, the Orion guy, and the Space Butler, the Robo Butler. So, get your predictions in. No, I mean, Bahamut can literally be any color he wants. I mean, yes, he is the Platinum Dragon, but he can take many forms. And he has been known to take other dragon forms. Alright, just a few seconds remaining. And predictions are closed. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if I can guess. Alright, there are a lot of small pieces. I'm going to guess the Ice Planet Lady. Let me go ahead and roll a d12. We'll see what that comes up. That's a 1, so that would be the Spacewalking Lady if I'm not correct on the weight. So let's see, 17.8, so that is not going to be the EVA lady. 17.8, let's see. So it's definitely not the Ice Planet person. Alright, I'm going to say that the weight is the beetle guy. So the weight is the beetle guy, is what I say. Let's go ahead and scan it. I forgot to get my program up. Alright, Alien Beetlezord. Alright, so weight it is. Yep, there it is. Okay. Let's go ahead and choose the outcome. Yes with weight. Complete that prediction. And Ice Oven getting all of the hams, 15,000. Wow. Bahamut going for yes with guess. Lord Canis and Lel Bunny going for yes with die roll. And Kinshir and Fear are going for no. So many hams, yes. You have definitely run away with the hams this time. Alright, let's get his head on there. Apply it directly to his forehead. Ah, stop popping off. There we go. So, there we go. The alien Beetlezord. If the camera will focus. Alright, fine. What if I put that down there? There we go. That's better. So, interesting dark blue torso. There's his wings. Trans-purple head. All ready to have his fruit snack. Whatever happened to those products? They probably went out of business because they were crap, I'm sure. I mean, I don't know for a fact they're crap, but most of those things are crap. Probably didn't do what they said, so they got sued. All right, that is going to wrap us up for tonight. Those are our minifigs, and we built the 100-Acre Wood, which is a good set. It is unfortunately out of production now, so it does make it a little bit more difficult to get, but oh well. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for coming on out. We will be back on Friday for some more Sword of Mana and some more Lego building in the evening. And we will not be back on Saturday for some more Spelljammer. Players are busy. And we will be back on Monday for more Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I want to thank you guys for coming on out, and I shall see you next time. What, this just came out? No, this came out a while back. I only just got it, I actually got it back in December. That's when it went out of production. They don't keep them in production all that long these days, unfortunately. No worries. No worries. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for coming on out, and I shall see you next time. See you then, everyone.